Let's be real. Are you tired of all the confusing advice and empty promises when it comes to hair growth? Yeah, we are too. So today, we're cutting through all that noise. We're going to build a clear, simple plan based on what actually works, backed by real science. So if you're ready for that, let's get to the root of it.
Does any of this look a little too familiar? Maybe you're seeing more hair in the shower drain than you used to. Or perhaps your part just seems a little wider these days. These are super common concerns, but the good news? There are real things you can do about it. And that's our whole promise for this explainer. You're not going to find any magic potions or overnight miracle cures here. What you are going to get is a straightforward guide to boosting your hair growth, and it's all grounded in science and what we know delivers real-world results.
Okay, so first things first. Before you can fix a problem, you really have to understand it. And for hair, it all comes down to its natural growth cycle. And you know what? It's honestly a lot simpler than you might think.
So every single hair on your head goes through this three-part journey. You've got the anagen phase, that's the go growth phase. Then there's catagen, which is just a quick pit stop. And then finally, telogen. That's the resting phase where old hair sheds to make way for new hair. Thinning really starts to happen when too many of your hairs decide to enter that telogen vacation phase all at once.
So here's the entire game plan boiled down to one sentence. Our one single goal is to keep as much of your hair as possible in that active, growing anagen phase for as long as possible. Everything we're about to talk about is designed to do just that.
I want you to think about this next part like you're building a pyramid. This is the solid base. And without this foundation, nothing else you try to stack on top is really going to hold up. These are the absolute essentials.
And this right here is probably the most important rule of all. You can spend a fortune on the fanciest shampoos and serums, but it won't matter. Why? Because hair is built from the inside out. If your body doesn't have the raw materials, it literally can't build strong, healthy hair. It's really that simple.
So let's look at the actual building blocks. Your hair is mostly made of a protein called keratin. That means getting enough protein from things like eggs and fish is just non-negotiable. Then you've got things like biotin from nuts, iron and zinc from lentils, and vitamins from leafy greens like spinach. They're all part of the construction crew, working together to feed those hair follicles.
And it's not just about what you eat. Your lifestyle is a huge piece of the puzzle. Things like high stress and not enough sleep, they're not just bad for your mood. They trigger your body to release a stress hormone called cortisol, which can literally tell your hair follicles, hey, time to stop growing, and push them right into the shedding phase. A balanced routine is a direct line to healthier hair.
All right, so once that foundation is solid, we can start adding some boosters. These are natural, simple ways to enhance blood flow and get all those good nutrients right where they need to go, your scalp.
This is a total game changer. And guess what? It's free. Think of your blood as the delivery service for all those nutrients you're eating. A daily scalp massage is like making sure the delivery trucks can actually get to their final destination, your hair follicles. Just 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference.
Now, if you want to supercharge that massage, using an oil is a great way to do it. Coconut oil is fantastic because it can actually penetrate the hair shaft and help prevent protein loss. And then you have oils like castor and mustard, which people have been using forever to boost circulation and just create a healthier scalp environment overall.
And yeah, some of these might sound a little strange, but they've been used for centuries for good reason. Onion juice, for example, is packed with sulfur, which is a key component of that keratin protein we talked about. Aloe vera is incredibly soothing if your scalp is irritated or flaky, and fenugreek, or methi, is famous for helping strengthen hair right from the root. Now we're moving up to the very top of our pyramid. For those of you who have that solid foundation in place but really want to accelerate your results, there are some powerful, clinically proven options out there.
You've probably heard of minoxidil, maybe by the brand name Rogaine. It works by widening the blood vessels in your scalp. Better blood flow means more nutrients and oxygen for your follicles, which helps keep them in that growth phase longer. Dermarolling is different. It uses tiny needles to create micro-injuries on the scalp. This kicks your body's natural healing response into high gear, which can help wake up dormant follicles and stimulate new growth.
Okay, this is really important. While these treatments can be very effective, they are not for everyone. So please, always talk to a doctor or a dermatologist first to make sure it's a safe and smart choice for you.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about defense. It is just as important to stop doing the things that are hurting your hair as it is to start doing all the right things. You don't want these common mistakes to undo all of your hard work.
Think of this as your stop doing list.
blasting your hair with high heat all the time, using harsh shampoos with sulfates that strip away your natural oils, wearing super tight hairstyles that pull on your roots, and of course, skipping meals. These are all direct attacks on your hair growth goals.
Okay, let's talk about one of the most important parts of this whole process: managing your expectations. Hair growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Knowing what to expect is key to stay motivated and not giving up. This right here is the biological reality. On average, hair grows about ½ inch, or 1 to 1.5 centimeters, every single month. There's no magic trick to dramatically speed this up. This is the pace we're working with.
So, what does this mean for you? Well, if you're consistent with everything we've talked about, you should start to see some visible improvement in about 2 to 3 months. But the really significant, wow, I can see a difference change, that often takes 6 months, maybe even longer. Patience is truly your superpower here.
And that really brings us to the ultimate takeaway. If you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. You can have the perfect diet and all the best products, but if you're not consistent, you will not see results. A simple routine you do every day will always beat a complicated one you only do once in a while, every single time.
So, your hair journey starts right now, with one small decision. What's it going to be? Maybe adding a handful of nuts to your breakfast for that biotin boost, or committing to that 5-minute scalp massage every single night. The choice is yours, and really, the best time to start is right now.